between the eastern coast of Britain and the northern shores of Europe, beneath the cold, gray, and often turbulent waters of the North Sea, lies a world that has been lost for 8,000 years. For centuries, local fishermen in the area have been pulling up more than just cod and herring in their nets. They've found the colossal teeth of mammoths, the antlers of giant reindeer, and even ancient stone tools, artifacts that hinted at a submerged landscape. But it wasn't until the early 20th century, and particularly with the advent of advanced sonar technology, that researchers began to truly realize they were looking at the remnants of a massive sunken landmass, the land that was once the vibrant heart of prehistoric Europe. This is Doggerland, and its discovery challenges everything we thought we knew about the dawn of civilization in this region. If it was indeed inhabited by humans, it was a thriving world that vanished in a single cataclysmic generation. Today, we are exploring the profound mystery of Doggerland, the sunken world of the North Sea, a land swallowed by the sea, and a civilization erased from memory. The first truly compelling piece of the puzzle emerged in 1931, when a fishing trawler named Colinda was working its nets near the Lehman and Ower banks, about 25 miles off the coast of Norfolk. When the nets were pulled up amidst the usual catch, the crew found a large antler point harpoon, beautifully carved and perfectly preserved. It was an artifact that, by all conventional understanding, shouldn't have been at the bottom of the sea. It was a distinctly human tool, a sophisticated weapon used for hunting that had been buried in the peat of a lost world. This single artifact sparked a scientific quest to understand the submerged landscape. Since then, researchers have utilized advanced sonar mapping, seismic data from oil and gas exploration, and core samples from the seabed to meticulously reconstruct the ancient landscape of Doggerland. What they found was astonishing. A vast fertile plain, larger than the United Kingdom itself, that once connected Britain to the mainland of Europe. It was a world of winding rivers, expansive freshwater lakes, and dense forests, teeming with a rich diversity of wildlife, from woolly mammoths and rhinoceroses to red deer and wild boar. This was a hunter-gatherer's paradise, a land that supported thousands of people for over 10,000 years, a vibrant ecosystem that sustained complex Mesolithic societies, evidence of a human habitation, including tools, hearths, and even ancient campsites has been found, painting a picture of a sophisticated culture that thrived in this now submerged world. But Doggerland was a world living on borrowed time, a land on the edge of a profound geological transformation. As the last great ice age came to an end, and the global climate began its inexorable warming trend, the massive ice caps of the north began to melt. Sea levels rose, slowly at first, a creeping tide that gradually encroached upon the coastal plains. Then, with a terrifying and accelerating speed, Doggerland was gradually swallowed by the sea. What was once a continuous land bridge became a series of islands, shrinking with each passing century, until finally it was completely submerged, transformed from a fertile plain into a memory, a ghost landscape beneath the waves. The final act of Doggerland's disappearance was likely sudden and cataclysmic. About 8,200 years ago, a massive underwater landslide occurred off the coast of Norway, known as the Storegga slide. This colossal geological event triggered a series of massive tsunamis that surged across the North Sea. Imagine a wall of water, nearly 30 feet high, and slamming into the low-lying islands and remaining land masses of Doggerland. For the people living there, it would have been a global apocalypse, a sudden and inescapable deluge. In a single generation, their entire world was erased, their homes and lives swept away by the unforgiving sea. The archaeological record shows a dramatic shift in human settlement patterns in the region around this time, with populations retreating to higher ground, suggesting a catastrophic event. The discovery and ongoing research into Doggerland have forced archaeologists and historians to fundamentally rethink the prehistory of Europe. We are often taught that the Mesolithic period was a time of small, isolated groups of hunter-gatherers living simple lives, but Doggerland reveals a different story, a massive interconnected landscape that would have supported a large and surprisingly sophisticated population. Some researchers have even suggested that Doggerland was the cultural hearth or the source of the megalithic culture that later appeared in Britain and France, a culture responsible for iconic structures like Stonehenge and the standing stones of Karnak. The advanced astronomical knowledge and engineering required for these sites could have originated in a thriving lost civilization like Doggerland, whose survivors carried their traditions to new lands. Imagine what else we've lost. If one antler point harpoon could be found by a fishing trawler, how many other impossible artifacts, how many other remnants of a forgotten civilization are lying at the bottom of the North Sea waiting to be discovered? We are looking at a world where the people of Doggerland were on the verge of a cultural revolution, developing complex social structures and perhaps even early forms of agriculture, only for it to be cut short by the rising tide. The tragedy of Doggerland is not just the loss of land, but the loss of an entire chapter of human innovation and cultural development. The mainstream scientific community has been overwhelmingly supportive of the existence of Doggerland, a rare consensus in the often contentious field of forbidden archaeology. Geologists and archaeologists have collaborated extensively to create detailed maps and 3D reconstructions of the lost land, utilizing cutting-edge technology. The discovery of ancient human footprints preserved in submerged peat, and even a fragment of a Neanderthal skull has provided irrefutable proof that this land was inhabited for hundreds of thousands of years. But despite this scientific acceptance, the mystery of what the people of Doggerland actually achieved, the full extent of their culture, and the stories of their final days remains largely untold, buried beneath the waves. The legend of a lost land in the North Sea is not an isolated one. Cultures across Northern Europe share remarkably similar stories of a sunken world. The Dutch speak of verdronken land, the French of l'Atlantide de la Mer du Nord, and various Germanic and Celtic myths recount lands swallowed by the sea. These stories are eerily consistent with the geological and archaeological evidence of Doggerland, a land that was once the heart of Europe, a vibrant hub of life, tragically destroyed by the relentless forces of water and seismic activity. These myths, often dismissed as mere folklore, may in fact be echoes of a real cataclysmic event passed down through generations. The story of Doggerland is a perfect example of how forbidden archaeology isn't always about challenging mainstream science, but sometimes about expanding its boundaries and filling in the missing pieces of our past. It is a powerful reminder of the dynamic nature of our planet and the fragility of human civilization in the face of natural forces. It forces us to confront the possibility that entire chapters of human history can be erased, leaving only tantalizing clues for future generations to discover. It means that our understanding of the past is constantly evolving, and that we are only just beginning to truly master the secrets hidden beneath the North Sea. As we look at the sonar maps of the North Sea floor with their winding riverbeds, submerged forests, and the ghostly outlines of ancient coastlines, we are looking at more than just geological data. We are looking at a mirror of our own ingenuity, a reflection of humanity's enduring capacity to adapt, to build, and to thrive in challenging environments. We are looking at a world that was built to bring order to the chaos of the natural world, to make the invisible visible, and to leave an indelible mark on the landscape. It is a testament to the human desire to understand the universe, to innovate, and to survive, no matter the cost or the challenges. Doggerland stands as a silent yet powerful monument to a lost world, a beacon of ancient life that continues to spark debate and wonder. In our next episode, we're going to look at a mystery that is even more ancient and even more perplexing, a discovery that challenges our understanding of ancient cartography and global exploration. A map from the 16th century that depicts Antarctica not as an ice-covered continent, but with mountain ranges and rivers long before it was officially discovered. Join us as we explore the secrets of the Piri race map, an out-of-place artifact that could rewrite the history of exploration and ancient knowledge. The truth is waiting, and it's older than you think. If you want to see the high-resolution sonar maps, the 3D reconstructions of Doggerland, and the captivating archaeological finds from the submerged world, make sure you check out the full series playlist. We are uncovering a history that was buried for a reason, a past that refuses to stay hidden. Don't let it stay hidden. The truth is rising, and it's deeper than you think, promising to change your perception of humanity forever.